guys. Welcome back to our WorkFriends review show, and we are here for episode 4 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, entitled The Whole World is Watching. And I'm here again with my good friend Chris, and let's go ahead and get this review show started. So tell me, what did you think about episode 4?
It just keeps getting better and better. Girl, my mouth was hanging open the whole time. From the Wakanda soldiers, fabulous, always the truth. Like, come on now, before you even decide you want to, like, just ask yourself, do you really want to fight them? Because the answer should always be no. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I loved every scene. Oh,
I agree from
right.
beginning to end. It was
Yes.
perfect. Like, kept my attention the whole time. It just wasn't a dull moment in this episode. And I feel
No.
like this is definitely the best episode of the series thus
Yes,
far.
I agree. I definitely agree.
So let's go ahead and break down some of our favorite parts of this episode, or just go over some scenes. When the show starts, it starts with us seeing White Wolf, but Bucky in Wakanda, and he's getting deprogrammed.
Mm-hmm.
So you see Ayo, and she's basically
She's so
um
beautiful. Oh my
she's so
God.
gorgeous. Oh my
I
gosh.
got a girl crush on her. I don't care. Oh,
She's
she's beautiful.
everything.
Yes, and so strong and I'm sorry, but go on.
So she is trying to deprogram him. So
Mm-hmm.
she's saying the words that caused him to be a terrorist before, to, I guess, kind of trigger him, and so he can resist it. And so you see him going through all these emotions, and that actor is so good.
Yes, Sebastian Stan. Poor,
He's
you
so
just
good.
can't help but feel bad for Buggy because it's just like, man, he didn't ask for none of this.
Yeah,
Like
he's
the last he
flawed,
did
but
was just,
he's everything. He fine too, real fine, real fine.
yeah. And it's just
Um,
like all he did was just, fall out of a train, get killed out of a train, and now here he is, a Winter Soldier, 150 years later, or something like that.
Yeah, so you see him going through the flashbacks. You see him killing Iron Man's parents. You see him just going through all the stages that he went through on the super soldier serum or whatever, of being a terrorist. And so it's a lot. It's very emotional. And I liked seeing Wakanda even for that
Even for a
brief
second. Yes, girl.
moment. It's just like magical being back in Wakanda. But
hmm
you get to see how that transition was so hard for him. And then you go to the very next scene, and we're back to how episode 3 ended, with Ayo confronting him in the alley and basically being like, my people saved you. And you walking around with this man that killed our king?
Right. She
And I
wasn't
don't
here
blame her for
for
being mad.
it. Not at all.
But I do
Especially because she was the personal guard. So, you just like, she taking it real personal.
understand it being a means to an end, because how else were they going to find these super soldiers without Zemo?
But she said, look, you got 8 hours.
Eight
No
hours.
more, no less.
And I appreciated that when Bucky went back in the house, he could have lied. Like, he could have been
Right?
like, I was just getting some air. He could have stalled. He was straight up, the Wakandans are coming for you.
Yep.
We got to do this. We got to figure this thing out now. And
Mm-hmm.
I appreciated that he didn't lie. Zemo is back to being his funny, sneaky self.
Mm-hmm.
He leads them into town where he says he knows how to get information on where the flag smashers are hanging out.
If I ain't
And
learned nothing else, kids can still be bought with candy. Oh my goodness.
That was exactly what I was gonna say, girl. I was like, basically, he just was buying kids off with candy.
I was like, kids will tell your secrets for some candy. Not even some good candy from the looks of it, but dang it.
And then really wouldn't tell Sam and Bucky anything, which pissed them off because Bucky was looking like he was really finna come for his neck.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see Carly and, her friend, which I don't know why I want to say that's her brother, but I think they are just friends. And she basically, you see that they're hiding the super soldier serum in a grave of his grandfather's,
Mm-hmm.
who was a World War II resistor, I believe, or was it a fighter or something, because he kind of explained his love of Captain America
Mm-hmm.
too, and basically trying to say that Carly can be like that.
Right.
Like she doesn't have to be evil. She doesn't have to she can fight on the side of good. Because
Mm-hmm.
I do think that she did take it a little far in last episode, killing innocent people. Even though she says they're
Right.
not innocent, they really are.
Yeah.
So right after that, you our friend is bad girl. Our friend John Walker and Lamar, they didn't found their way.
Yep.
I
Mm-hmm.
rolled my eyes so hard. Rolled my eyes so hard. I was like, why do we need you? You coming to be in the way. He trying to arrest Zemo, and we're just like, listen, we got a plan. Like, you can't be coming in here making rules and
Right.
messing
That's
up
why I
our
was like,
plan.
yes, I was finally glad when Sam checked him, like, bro, what are you doing? You don't knock nothing. You just busting in here. You ain't Sam, or not Sam, but you ain't Captain America for real.
And then him questioning if Sam should go over and talk to the super soldier alone, like he not Falcon.
Right?
And
Like
on
he's been
top
doing
of
this longer than
being,
you.
yes, like he's a whole Avenger out here, been an Avenger. And then on top of that, he does this. Like he used to counsel soldiers. So
Yep.
he's the perfect one to go in there and talk to her.
Yep.
So I was just annoyed. Why does he have to come? But they all go to where the flag smashers are having the funeral, and Sam goes to talk to her, and it actually goes really well. You can tell that they can relate in a lot of ways. We saw in episodes, in earlier episodes of this season, that Falcon is dealing with a lot of emotions for being a black superhero.
Mm-hmm.
So he can definitely relate to Carly in feeling displaced and I guess not getting what he deserves.
Right.
So I think they related on a lot of levels, and it was going really well
Ugh.
until
Here he come.
John
Like, why did
Walker
you wait? God.
bring
Like,
himself in here talking about some freeze.
ugh.
You're under Carly, you're under arrest. Like, sir, how did you think this was gonna go?
Exactly. Like everybody souped up but you pretty much.
And he also handcuffed Zemo to like a little pole thing. That didn't work.
Right.
He got out really
Quick.
quick. But they end up chasing her into, I guess I want to say like an attic, a room or something. And the whole table of super serum goes onto the floor.
Mhm,
Of course, Zemo caught up to her before anybody else did
mhm.
because he's on it. He cannot stand these super people. And he smashes it. He tries to smash every valve, but
And put
then
a couple of shots in her too.
exactly shot her in the stomach, everywhere. Steps on all the vials until John Walker hits him in the head with the shield
Mm,
and knocks him out. And then you see him looking at the one vial of super serum on the floor. And I knew he was going to take it.
Would you take it? Because I would take it.
I would take it. Because I think, okay, so what we know about super serum is it enhances who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I am a good person.
You are.
And so if it's just going to enhance the good person I am and give me superpowers, I'm here for that.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
my
agree.
question is I don't know if John Walker is a really good person. He seems to have a huge ego. He seems to be arrogant. He
Remember
seems
what Bucky
to
said too, because he said, "I know crazy," and that dude
it's
has something wrong.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
like he's not
So
wrapped inside.
yeah.
So
So
I
he just.
agree. I don't think he should take it, but I knew when he
Mm,
was looking at that one vow that he could have easily smashed like Zemo had.
mm-hmm.
He I knew he was gonna take it. I was like,
Yeah.
dang.
Because he's been pretty much losing every fight anyway. So it's like he didn't have a choice. Either he had to, put the shield down, or, eventually he was gonna get killed.
Well, when we get back to the apartment, when we get back to Zemo's apartment, he's obviously drinking liquor and trying to heal his head. And Sam is like basically saying like you didn't have to shoot her. And he's
Hmm.
saying like that little girl is a supremacist. I don't know.
Right. I'm
Like
sick of Sam up at this point regarding Carly, because I feel like he's just been so sloppy. He's just he keeps seeing her as a kid, but I'm like, she ain't no
she's
kid
not a
no more when
kid.
she blowing up buildings, killing folks.
I don't think she's unredeemable though. So I am with Sam on the fact that he shouldn't have shot her. I don't think she needs to die. I think she can be redeemable in the way that a Wanda was redeemable. If we go back to Age of Ultron, Wanda and Quicksilver were villains.
Yeah.
And then they eventually came over to the point where Wanda was Team Avenger. And so I
Mhm.
don't think that just because she took the serum or whatever, or she's done bad things, that she's not redeemable. So I didn't think he had to shoot her. But
No, she needed them shots. She needed them shots. You blow up what? People in You blow up people, no, you gonna need to feel something. So I'm glad he shot her. 'Cause Carly doing the most.
so they
And then
having a little disagreement in that case. And he does, I believe, ask Sam at that point, would he have taken it? And he says no.
Mhm.
Like he wouldn't take the serum. And then right after that, our good friend John Walker comes back in trying to arrest Zemo. And he oversteps, he's overly aggressive. He
Mhm.
starts kind of like trying to comfort Sam and Bucky, like, do you want to fight? I'll even put down the shield. Just
Like,
like
you gonna
some
need that.
just on some cocky stuff. And right after he does
Yeah.
it, that sword goes through or what is it a sword?
I think it was a spear.
That spear goes into that wall, and our girls from Wakanda are in the building. 8 hours
Yeah.
is up. We're here for Zemo. John tries to introduce himself. He
Mhm.
introduces himself not as John Walker, but as Captain America, which annoyed me
Yeah.
because they know Captain America. They
Hmm.
know Steve Rogers.
Right, they fought alongside him.
Exactly. So, sir, can you humble yourself? And then he goes to touch her,
Mm, mm, mm.
and she knocks him on his behind. They get to
Disgusting.
fight, and Bucky was so funny when he was like, what did he say? Like, good job, bro, or keep it up, John.
Right.
That was really funny because they both, him and his sidekick Lamar, was getting their behinds kicked, and to the point that Sam and Bucky was like, I guess we have to
Have
join
to step
in.
it, yeah.
just so they could get they behinds kicked. And my
Kicked.
favorite scene of this whole, probably not even just this episode, probably the whole series thus far, when Ayo took off his damn arm,
Girl, it dropped so quick and flat.
and then after it was over, Sam was like, "Did you know she could do that? Like, did you know
No.
they could do that?" He was like, that was
I
my
do
favorite
now.
part. And she was like, "Listen."
And then bam.
And then when the other soldier took the shield
Mm-hmm.
from Captain America, because you know that
Right?
shield is vibranium or whatever.
Yes.
So that
They like,
shield
this
was
belong to
made
us.
like they know
Yes.
how to handle it. And I wanted them to take that shit.
Me too, girl. Me too.
I wanted them to not get it back. I was like,
At
leave with it.
all. Mm.
Um, but I think at that point, after getting his behind kicked, I pretty much knew he was gonna take the serum after that.
Yeah, yeah. It was
Because he was
obvious.
like, he said it out of his mouth. They weren't even super soldiers.
Mm-mm. And he done lost, like I said, one too many.
I mean, they are super soldiers, but they just didn't need no serum to do it. But that was everything. My favorite scene from the whole series. Just amazing, amazing fight scene.
I agree. I really enjoyed it.
And then you
Mm.
see, right after that is when you see John Walker meeting with Lamar. They're like probably in like a little somewhere getting a drink or whatever, and he asked Lamar like, would you take it? And you see there's a little hesitation
Mm-hmm.
because he feels like you can kind of tell that he was wanting to take it.
Mm-hmm.
And then right after that, basically Carly calls Sam's sister.
Because he was sloppy, giving out too much information. Cause she's just a kid.
Exactly. And pretty much threatens her like, if your brother don't come eat with me, this is what's going down. And she wants Sam to join her.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't have any more super serum, right? So
Nope.
she needs help in building her army. So she
Mm-hmm.
wants Sam to join her. Both Sam and Bucky go to meet with her. Sam's a little unhappy, like, hey, you threatened my sister. And
Mm-hmm.
that's when everything pops off.
And but we can't forget that, she also has to watch out for the power broker too, because that's still a whole other threat on its own. So it's like she's fighting two battles. So
She
yeah, she
definitely
need all
is
the help
fighting
she can
two
get.
battles, so I can see why she does need the help. But they
Mm-hmm.
go to where the Flag Smashers, I guess, headquarters is.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a great action scene too. You get signs throughout, like when John Walker bends the metal bar when he bursts through the door, that he has changed. You can
Mm-hmm.
see that he's a little stronger than he had been previously.
Correct.
So I knew from that point on, okay, he had taken the serum. And they're fighting and everything, and unfortunately Lamar ends up getting killed. Carly
Right. Mm.
punches him in the chest with a super punch. He goes into the wall, almost like he breaks his neck, and he's dead. So we lost our sidekick.
Right. Like I might not have liked Lamar, but I didn't want him to die. Like he is trying to do his job. So it's
He was the
mostly,
good one. So like
yeah.
the whole, like
I
I
felt like
never
he was
had an issue
keeping
with Lamar.
control. Yeah. He was, I feel like maybe the good side of the new Captain America,
He
maybe.
was his conscience. He
Yeah.
was able to talk him down on several occasions or make him think
Mhm.
clearer.
Yes.
But that sets Captain America off. He starts chasing the young man that we saw earlier with Carly.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And Chase jumps out of a window, so it's very obvious that he has taken the serum. Goes, chases him into a courtyard, has him on the ground,
Oh my
and
gosh.
smashes that shield into his chest while he's screaming, "It wasn't me, it wasn't me."
Yeah. Girl, I was feeling
Um,
all them hits. I was like, oh, enough, enough. I knew he wasn't gonna stop. Mm.
it was very heartbreaking, and he's surrounded by people. People are recording, And
Yeah.
that last shot of that blood on his shield
Yeah.
was like
I feel like that's
crazy
like
to
the
me.
beginning of the end.
It was, and it was super. The shot was beautiful.
Hmm.
Um, but seeing it made me see like Captain America has always been this upstanding figure.
Hmm.
And I think that after this, nobody will ever see Captain America the same again, no matter
Hmm.
who has the shield.
Yeah, because I don't like innocent blood has now touched it pretty much.
Yeah.
Because he killed an innocent, unarmed person.
And someone who grew up idolizing Captain America.
Yeah.
It was really, really heartbreaking, but captivating. And I'm truly excited for the next episode. Like I cannot wait.
Right. I think we got what, maybe two more episodes before they pull the rug up from under
Yeah,
us.
it's only a 6 episode season.
Uh,
But it's so good. Just like
it
WandaVision,
is.
it's so good. Marvel does their thing. And I'm excited for the next episode. So we'll just go ahead and end the review with that, guys. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us how you feel about Captain America. Like, is he trash forever now? No matter who is Captain America. Like, what if Sam becomes Captain America? Are people still gonna see him as like tainted because of what John Walker did? Let us know in the comments how you're feeling about this Captain America. And again, we will see you guys for episode 5.